Let's take a closer look now at the 63-year-old democracy leader, daughter of Burmese general and national hero Aung San. She studied in India and the UK before returning to Yangon in 1988, where she helped found the National League for Democracy. Seen as a threat to the military rulers, she was placed under house arrest the following year. Aung San Suu Kyi's party won the 1990 general elections, but the military leaders dismissed the results and extended her detention. In 1991, though, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her non-violent struggle for democracy and human rights. Aung San Suu Kyi was released 4 years later, but since 2000, she's found herself back in extended periods of confinement. She's spent 14 of the last 20 years under military detention with virtually no contact with the outside world. Let's get some analysis now from Aung Zaw, who's editor of the Irrawaddy News magazine. That's an independent publication established by Myanmar journalists living in exile. He joins us from Chiang Mai in Thailand. Aung Zaw, you also, under the Irrawaddy News magazine, have a network of courageous reporters in Myanmar itself. Can you tell us what the very latest word you have is on what has actually happened to Aung San Suu Kyi, where she is, what she's been charged with, how long her sentence could be?
Well, something fishy going on in Burma, in Rangoon, since 2 weeks ago. We were told by the Hard Party members and leaders that something fishy going on, but they cannot detect. But now it is clear that government wanted to violate its own law, trying to find an excuse, trying to find a justification to extend detention period, which is going to be end this month. So I think that in Burma, and whoever I spoke to today and this morning, since Suu Kyi has been taken to notorious insane prison, people are very upset. A small number of people, a crowd, gather at insane prison, and they've been dispersed by the security officials peacefully. And a lot of people who heard the news from the radio stations or websites are very angry and very upset with the news. And it is politically motivated and employed against Aung San Suu Kyi so that military government will have an excuse to extend her detention.
Right, but wait a minute, Aung Zaw, are you saying that this intrusion by this mysterious American, John William Yetor, was somehow engineered by the government?
Well, I think there are a lot of theories abound. And one was sure that he was in Thailand meeting some dissident people, and they found him very peculiar, and they call him a crackpot and a strange character person. And he was telling them a lot of weird stories and weird ideas and about Burma. And he was in Rangoon. He was allegedly in Suu Kyi house in 2008. And he was told to leave right away. At the time, Suu Kyi's personal physician informed the police immediately, I was told. The police did not take any action against him. And because Suu Kyi was well aware of the law, the regulations imposed on her, so she had to inform the local police immediately, and she did. And second time, John William Yetor, was going to go in. I suspect that authorities might have known that he was coming in. And they let him in and let him in to swim into Aung San Suu Kyi house. And finally, after he left the house, they caught him. And there was a rumor speculating that authorities did not find any kind of interviews or images contained in this camera.
All right. I mean, it's so difficult to ascertain exactly what's going on because freedom of speech is so strictly inhibited in the country. So
exactly.
So let's move on though to the choice in front of Myanmar's military dictatorship right now. How hard are they going to crack down on Aung San Suu Kyi, fondly known as the Lady, in Myanmar? On one hand, the elections are coming up. Isn't there a risk of a backlash among the population if they come down hard, if they incarcerate the lady in insane itself?
Well, I think it's badly damage what they have done, but they don't realize it and they don't get it what they have been doing to the country and the people and Aung San Suu Kyi. There has been a small detention center being built inside prison for Aung San Suu Kyi, and we were told this morning that the air conditioning has been installed and Western style toilet has been built just for Aung San Suu Kyi. So I think authority has been preparing just to keep her out of the people. And also election is coming. And Aung San Suu Kyi has been calling for the political dialogue with the military leaders. This latest incident clearly indicated that military is not interested in dialogue with her. It's not interested in her to participate in the coming election. This is a ploy to prevent her party to participate in the upcoming election.